Ralph, first of all, just tell us about this opportunity that has been presented to you.
Well, it's a huge honor, and I was quite pleasantly surprised when I was contacted. The World Cup of Hockey is a franchise owned by the National Hockey League that's hasn't been put into place since 2004, and in September 2016, at the end of the month, over a 2-week period, the best on best in ice hockey will be playing. There'll be 8 clubs or 8 different teams competing there. One of them will be an all-star selection of the non-top European nations of Sweden, Finland, Russia, Czech. They have their own teams, and the NHL has asked me to coach that team for this 2-week one-off tournament, and I'm very, very excited about the opportunity of growing again in the world of sports.
It sounds like a very unique opportunity for yourself.
Yeah, there's never been a team put together like this. You know, you have a chance in a very short period of time to get back into the trenches, to really feel what it's like to be at the front again, and I'll come out of that with even more information and knowledge that I'm sure will be applicable here in the club.
Do you think that can perhaps help your relationship with Ronald going into this sort of environment where you are having to coach a multi-nation team?
Well, completely. It's the world I come from. 25 years of head coaching in ice hockey has brought me here to Southampton in this wonderful role as chairman that, of course, will not be affected by this as we go through this season or prepare or enter the next. It's a one-off that's happening as a bonus, as an extra. And, of course, the understanding of what Ronald, with our 14, 15 different nationalities in our locker room. I'll be dealing with 9 different nations, minimally, possibly 10, to build this team in a very short time. We have a 10-day training camp in September next year with then a 14-day tournament. So yeah, I'm certain that I'll be having lots of conversation with Ronald about how he deals with it here on a day-to-day basis.
How important was it to have the backing of the club in making this decision?
Well, my first conversation, of course, was with Katarina and with the board, you know, with Les, Gareth, Martin, and to feel what they would see in this opportunity, and it was nothing but positive. The backing, they know I'm a person that likes to take on difficult challenges. That's how I ended up in this chair, and of course, is hungry for growth on a daily basis as we are with the club, and I see. So many opportunities for personal, but also a growth that can help Southampton Football Club expand its borders, and the backing of Katarina and the board has been terrific and very warm, and everybody looks forward to the experience.
I can only assume that your commitment between now and then will not be wavered one bit by this opportunity that has come about.
Zero. I mean, one of the things in my role as chairman is the quality that I need to bring to my job here, and to be able to keep the big picture in perspective, to continue to drive our wonderful culture here in Southampton, and this will not be impeded in any way, shape, or form by my responsibility there. I am used to travel. It's part of my life, and also traveling beyond the borders of Southampton Football Club to help the responsibility that I have here is something I push myself to do, and this is just a very visible role that I'll be taking on, and it is something I want to be honest and open with our fan base and about, so they really can enjoy it and see it as a positive bonus next year at the end of September as we will enter another season with the football club.
Of course, you will be gone for the month of September in 2016, but how important is it to remember that the club will continue to march on in your absence during that month?
Well, it's one of the things, we are a team here. I mean, the unity in the club is growing daily. The strength of leadership in all different roles throughout the club is growing. And there's no one here that can step out for a month and the club will not march on. We will march on strongly, and it's absolutely no question that I feel so confident with everybody that being away for that short period of time will not affect the club's progression in any way.
How important is it also to remember the fact that the brand of Southampton will be able to grow because of this opportunity?
Well, anytime we're in conversation outside of our normal circle of awareness is an opportunity for the club, and it's it's again, I'll be proud to be there as chairman of Southampton Football Club, and it's something, again, cross-pollination into other sports where there's nothing but growth opportunities, whether it's again on the physical side, on the marketing side, mental side. There's so many different things here that I will take into my role here.
Does it also perhaps provide a catchment area that many other Premier League clubs won't be able to reach?
Oh, for sure. I mean, the countries that I will be representing make up a total population of 150 million people, all across Europe, and so it's a huge responsibility, which I'm aware of. It's as I've already mentioned, it's an honor, but it's also an area where we are interested in walking into as a club. But the tournament itself will be entertaining, and I hope, of course, that the Saints fan will buy into this process too, and have an eye on the group as we go through it there.
Are you going to win?
That's the goal every day in sports. We all know nothing replaces that. We get up every day in Southampton to try to win on and off the pitch, and I think that anybody that knows me now, I would not enter a responsibility without focusing on one thing, and that is to get the most out of the group, find the potential, and as a byproduct, the winning would be wonderful.